Bart, I'm thrilled to see you, my friend.
Me too. I was watching you in Ensenada just a couple days ago.
Oh my God, I was having a good time down there.
It
Met
was.
so many nice people and had a great time.
Loved that fish market.
Yeah, did you like that?
Yeah, I loved it.
You know what? I got a lot of comments about the video I did at your place, just running around and hugging people because people told me that's what the Bart Hall Show is all about. It's a big part of what it's all about.
I think it's bigger than we know.
Yeah. Yeah.
The ability to connect with people you haven't seen in a long time. You're walking down the aisle, you're looking at everything, and you're heading to a seminar, and you see somebody that just you wanted a fishing trip with a couple of years ago. Hey, how are you? You know, it's much bigger than we think it is.
Yeah, absolutely. I know we're here to talk about the Del Mar show, the San Diego show,
Yeah.
but I just want to go back to the Long Beach show for a moment. And I mean, everybody I talked to, Mike Morrison, the manager here, told me how great it was. You just talked to Paul Strasser from the Independents. He told me how great. Sam De La Torre, who told me that I need to tell you how grateful he is for everything you've done for him at Island Fishing Tackle. Sam raved about it. Can't wait to be at the Del Mar show. The Long Beach show 2024, moving to a new month, was a huge success.
Thank you, God. Who knew? You know, we did what we can do, but we figured the boats are in getting service this time. Fishing's moved earlier. March is a prime fishing season now, so not a great time to have a show. You need to go before that. So it all worked out. But I got to tell you, I loved the show from beginning to end. Thursdays and Fridays were good days, comparable to other Thursdays and Fridays we had when we had 5 days. And I thought I silenced that phone.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah.
Do you want to grab it?
No, I don't want to grab
Okay.
it. I wanted to go away. I want Ginny to take it.
We can do that. I'll take that over to her.
Yeah, I'm very sorry about that.
No, don't worry about it. There we go, Jenny.
That goes off all day long.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Anyway, when we got to Saturday, we had a bunch of different stuff that like Pat McDonald put together. He put together the seminars with the Department of Fish and Wildlife. That's a 2-hour deal. And then he put together a special one on women in fishing. I knew it was going to be good. I had no idea it was going to be as good as it was. It was just off the charts. So amazing. And so I'm going around on Saturday. All the booths and the retailers are happy. All the people are happy. All the seminars are full. I mean full, standing room only in every seminar venue I went by. So I go out in my little stroller out to the patio. Out in the patio, kids lined up to fish for trout. The trout are biting. Beyond that is the Great American Duck Races. They're having the duck races. Next to it is the fishing in the city. They're teaching them how to cast. Next to that is an air gun range. Then there's the ultimate air dunks down below. And progressive ceiling things everywhere and tables and chairs and I think 5 food trucks. Everybody was having a great time. I have never had so much fun at a hall show in my life, and I've been going for 76 years.
Wow.
That was
says a lot.
a great day. I loved it. I absolutely loved it.
And, going into there's a tremendous amount of pressure on you. So to say that you were actually able to relax a little, maybe not relax, but
No, I
able
did. I did.
Yeah, able to enjoy it and take it for what it's worth. That's amazing.
Because what happened was, I said to myself, if you don't like this, then there's nothing we can do to please you.
Yeah.
It was the absolute ultimate celebration of outdoor recreation. It fulfilled our motto, which is we celebrate outdoor recreation. And it was really a great day. And Sunday was down a little bit because of the games, but not much. Not what I figured.
Right.
I thought we'd be down thousands. We were down like 300.
Oh shoot, that's great.
It's nothing.
Yeah. You mentioned lady anglers a moment ago. I should tell you that when I was in Ensenada, I don't know if you saw the interview
I did. I
with
saw her.
The young lady.
Yeah.
She's coming to the show.
I thought about it.
She's coming to the Bart Hall Show. She's so excited about coming. I'm going to co-host with her in some of our Mexico stuff. She was so good on camera. And her mother, who owns a sport fishing thing down there, Berenice, her and her daughter are coming together. So I'll be walking around with them. And it should be great. And I can't wait to introduce you to them.
Will they be there on Saturday?
They will be there on Saturday.
Well, then we need to talk to Pat McDonald and see if there's any opens. Even if there isn't, women in the audience can participate in this.
Oh.
We have a panel, but it's back and forth. Jenny wasn't on the stage, but she participated back and forth with the women on the stage. And it's even if it's half as good here as it was there, it'll be great. It was the best seminar I've I've ever seen at our shows. And the women were just so open about their experiences and their feelings, and they had such varied and different experiences. It was some of them cried, some of them laughed, some of them were tough as nails. It was a great experience.
Man, that sounds so good. So this morning on the morning briefing, I said, even if you went to the Long Beach show, there's a reason for you to go to the Del Mar show, because it's an entirely different experience, a different feel to it and everything else. You're going to have much of the same, but I've noticed already, am I right, that Roy Rose is giving a seminar? He never gives seminars.
Yes, he is. Giving a
Royal
seminar,
Polaris.
I know.
When's that going to be?
That's Pat McDonald. I
Thursday.
don't
Yeah,
know,
okay.
but Pat has the schedule. Yes, it's online. Should be online on hallshows.com.
Yeah.
And Pat McDonald has done an absolutely great job. Matter of fact, my whole crew has done a great job. A year ago I was calling them inexperienced, and now I'm calling them geniuses. That's how it is. I mean, everybody was in there. Bill Varney, big help to us. Jonathan Hall, Katie Hall, of course, everybody knows, has been around for 30 years in this business with us. And, we had my nephew Jay, who runs the kind of the operations outside. His wife Susie, who's part of our IT team, and Pierre, who's part of our IT team, and I think I mentioned Jonathan Hall. Anyway, and his mom Diane.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, big team, and we've done really good. Oh, and Ginny, of course.
Ginny, we had her on our broadcast, and of course she's our director for Friedman Adventures today. Ginny, you introduced me. Was that your daughter? And speaking of people that speak such great Spanish, you introduced me to two. I think it was your daughter maybe and your son-in-law, or they're involved with the Hall Show, and their Spanish was impeccable.
My sister's
maybe your sister. Yeah, her Spanish.
She lived in Mexico.
Right. Her Spanish
in Mexico
was great.
for 20 years.
Fantastic. Yeah, it was
Her,
nice.
her husband was Federale from Baja.
Wow, that is amazing.
They got married in Querétaro. A donkey carried him in.
Oh my God, what an experience.
Yeah.
That is beautiful. So the Bart Hall Show, let's get the dates straight. First of all, it's the 15th through the 18th.
February
in
15th
Del
through
Mar,
18th.
Del Mar
Yep,
Fairgrounds.
February 15th through 18th.
Well, can maybe some people didn't attend the Long Beach show, or they don't even know what this is all about. What is it all about?
Well, it's about celebrating outdoor recreation. It's not just a fishing show. Is it a fishing show? Yes. But here's what it is. We have become the de facto boat shows in California. There are other people who claim that they're having trailer row boats at their events, but we're the only ones that actually have every major dealer in our area. We'll have almost 150 boats at this show. When we get to our boat show, which occurs in March 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, we'll have almost 200. So it's a boat show. And then it's a fishing show. And Turner's Outdoorsman assured me that they don't have enough great deals to get through the whole show, so they'll probably be sold out by the 2nd or 3rd day.
Wow.
So don't be tardy. And Sam De La Torre from Island Tackle, he was making great deals up in Long Beach. I don't know how much inventory he has left, but probably enough. The San Diego tackle traders down there, they live down here, so that makes it a little easier for them. We really always want to say thank you to Okuma for all the work they do for us behind the scenes that people don't know about, for the CCA, the same with Daiwa. We really want to thank them as well. And all the companies that support us, and AFCO, one of the biggest, of course.
Yeah.
And so we're just looking forward to that portion. That's another thing. But then we've got we're working on it today as we're driving down. It's not put together yet.
Yeah.
We're going to have a whole section of personal watercraft, quads, motorcycles, campers, special trailers built for off-road. We have an overland and off-road section like we have never had before in San Diego. It's probably going to be bigger than what we had in Long Beach.
Wow.
By the time we get it all together.
Well, you're right next door to Baja, so
There you
it's
go.
perfect, right?
Yeah. And then, the bottom line is what we fulfill my father's vision of a full day's worth of family entertainment for the entire family. So you've got the Kids Fish Free Triathlon. That speaks for itself. You've got the Great American Duck Races. Kids love that. You've got the casting in the city again. You have the air gun ranges, and you have the jumping dogs. Well, what I just mentioned right there will take up 3 hours of your day.
Yeah.
If you're rushing through it.
Yeah.
If you take your time, it'll take longer.
You mentioned that it's kids fish free for
Yeah.
the trout, but they get in for free, don't
Oh
they?
yeah, if you're under 16, you get it free always.
Yeah.
We were thinking about that. We put we put more, but the most conservative estimate is 1.5 million children through the trout pond. Well, they all grew up, got married, had kids of their own, some grandkids. How many anglers have we created through the Kids Fish Free Trout Pond? You can't calculate it, but it's a big number. So I'm really proud of that.
Absolutely, and it's so important to get kids into something in the outdoors, whether it's fishing or going for a walk or hiking or something, especially given what we're dealing with in our communities nowadays with kids staring at a screen way too much, not interacting with actual human beings face to face, and not getting vitamin D and enjoying the great outdoors. And this is that portal to that great life that can take you, and entertain you for years to come.
This is what keeps me going right now. I'm an older person.
Me too.
But the idea that I can maybe get some people involved, that I can get them out there looking at the stars at night, watching the sun come up over the ocean or go down over the ocean. If I can get some of that in their lives, I know we will have made a difference. And so that's why I do it. I think that's why most of my staff does it the same way.
Yeah, 100%. You mentioned all the things that people can have fun at, and there's no question about it. We've talked a little bit about seeing people that you had a great fishing trip. Hey, man, I saw people I hadn't seen for 20 years at the show, and it's just a reunion. And I went over to talk to Sam at Island Fishing Tackle.
You can't talk to him. I never
Can't
talked
talk to him.
I didn't talk to him the whole time. I could never get in his booth.
I don't know how you knew that. But yeah, I mean, and plus look over and I could actually get to him for a second, but now I've got 5 people around me that I hadn't seen for years, and I'm talking away with them.
You're a people magnet. I mean, I watched you walking around too. You can't go 10 feet before you got people hanging on you.
I love it. I love people, and especially at the show. That's been a huge part of my life. When we started 97610 in '85, you stuck me at the front door there, and that was the best possible location because people would come by, and the exit was the same way. I got them 2 times.
Absolutely.
I have to attribute a lot of my success to that.
I try to tell people about those different spots I have in different shows. They don't want to do it. They want to be, okay,
I want to be with all the...
Okay, whatever you want, I'll be happy to help you.
Yeah.
But if you listen to me on that, and you have a good product, it'll work out real well.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
The learning experiences. There's a wealth of knowledge at these shows, the seminars, the booths. You want to fish the Amazon, you can go see Steve from Travel Alliance. If you want to jump on the Royal Polaris, you're going to be able to listen to Roy Rose, who happens to be a great fisherman and family man. He's a great person. And I mean, it goes on and on and on. Alaska, Costa Rica, Mexico, all of these different places you can fish. And somewhere at that show, you can get information on all of that and more.
Yeah, that's my favorite part of the shows is that part, the travel part. We don't have as much as I want to have because we're day for day with the Portland show, but I'm going to move these dates back next year 1 week, and that'll allow all people to do everything. They'll all want to come here.
Yeah.
It'll be.
Oh, next year you're going to
move
go back?
Huge growth. It will have huge growth.
Oh, that's great. Hey, I got to grab something here and show you something real quick. This place, talk about a great place to eat. It's called La Huerita in Rosarito Beach.
Yeah.
Tony Lozano's the owner. Guess where he's going to be this on February 15th through the 18th?
Oh, I hear.
He's going to be at the Bart Hall Show is where he's going to be. And
great.
he's a great guy and an avid fisherman. He goes, Phil, are you going? I said, absolutely, Tony, I'll be there. So it's an international thing when you're that close to the border.
Yeah, I know it's late. The show's just going to start soon, but I'm still working on a couple of things that if they come together, will kind of just put the icing on the cake.
You can't tease those, can you?
No, I can't because I don't want to put them in a position.
Gotcha. Okay. Hey, by the way, in the live chat, in just a few moments, we'll be giving away a few free tickets to the Del Mar show. So jump on the live chat, and then I'm going to ask a question, and anybody who can answer that question first will receive some passes, courtesy of Bart and Jenny. The show starts on a Thursday, ends up on a Sunday. There's a lot of time for people to attend. Thursday probably will be a lighter day, I'm guessing. Maybe not because it's the opening day and it's hard to gauge. I was going to say, if somebody wanted to get there and walk around with less of a crowd, probably a weekday, right? It's hard to
sometimes
say.
it's Sunday early.
Yeah.
Sometimes Sunday, because Sunday starts later.
Go to
Go to church.
or-
Go to mass. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And they go, and so it starts later. So Sunday early often is a good time to go. Thursday, the problem with Thursday is it's also opening day. Well, everybody who knows that Turner's isn't going to have many deals left, and Sam ain't going to have it. They're in line waiting to go to get their deals, to get $200 off an Avett reel or $100 off a Daiwa rod or reel, and so there's a lot of that going on. People come on Thursday are serious. They pretty much are guys looking for deals. So Friday.
It's a holiday, and they can recuperate.
Yeah, that's right.
What is it?
President's Day.
President's Day. Oh, okay. There you go. Oh,
So-
shoot, I didn't realize that.
Friday's often good too. For late Friday, people want to get home for whatever they're doing, and Friday night we have a CCA banquet there, which you can buy tickets to, and it's a fish fry, and we have a band and all kinds. It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is the Del Mar show different in any way? The feel of it? Do you feel like that or not?
Oh, absolutely.
From the Long Beach show?
Absolutely.
What's different?
Well, the Long Beach show is very expensive to produce, okay? So I'm always on edge because everything has to go right or you're out of business.
Yeah.
And so I'm always worried about this, I'm always worried about that, and there's all these people, and everybody wants a part of my time, and it's just, here, it's a lot more relaxed. I can visit with our customers, which I don't get much of a chance to do up there. And I've always loved the Del Mar show. It's my favorite.
Seminars? What kind of seminars do we have on tap? Well, we mentioned Roy Rose.
We have the seminar venues. This is the Accurate main seminar stage, which right now is in the canopy, in the pavilion. We may be moving it. We have the Daiwa saltwater stage. We have the Kuma bass tank. We have the Mammoth Lakes seminar area, which is in the Bing Crosby Hall. And down here, we have an additional one that we didn't have up there. We have the Hobie kayak seminar area, which is right next to Fast Lane Sailing in the Bing Crosby Hall. So you've got all the best kayak guys giving seminars on the saltwater tank. For Daiwa, we got a lot of great speakers that I don't really know. It's online, hallshows.com.
Yeah, right. Gotcha.
And the Accurate Products stage, the same thing, hallshows.com. You've mentioned a couple, including that seminar we're going to do on women in fishing. And at the Mammoth Lake stage, the same thing. We talk about all kinds of, and we have fly fishing. We're going to have a fly fishing casting pond inside the building in Del Mar this year against the far wall. And we're going to have guys over there teaching how to cast. Guy Jeans from Kern River, and a couple other guys, maybe Frank Selby from his and her shop in Newport Beach. So you want to learn how to cast, fly cast? You can do it right here, inside.
I got another surprise for you. Speaking of fly fishing, a real avid fly fisherman. He's been kind of a little bit under the radar lately, but do you remember a guy by the name of Nick Curcione?
Absolutely.
Nick's
I love Nick.
I do too, man. How can you not love Nick? You knew that he was my college professor, or did you know that?
No, I did not.
I walked into that sociology course at Loyola Marymount University, and this guy pretty much was talking about long-range fishing right out of the gate, and I'm going, oh, man, I found my class here.
I think he always was a teacher.
Yeah, no,
He's always a professor.
Nick was a professor up there at Loyola, and then we became dear friends after that, and we would hang out. And recently he got in touch with me. I went to San Diego and had lunch with him and his wife. And Nick said, Phil, are you going to be there? What day are you going to be there? And I said, Saturday. And he goes, man, I'll come and see you. I want to come to the Bart Hall Show. So,
Well,
I mean, these are celebrities, guys who've written books.
Yeah, I hope he looks me up. Ginny and I really like him.
I'll find you guys. I will definitely find you guys because, oh my God, I've had so many good times with him. We went to a Notre Dame SC game, and Nick had imbibed just a little bit. You know what I mean?
Not Nick.
And these sisters were walking by, and he yells out, "Another martini for Mother Cabrini." You know, Nick said, "Yeah, I knew you'd like that."
Oh my
It was
God.
too funny, man.
He is a funny guy and a great fisherman. See, that's the thing. Funny guy, really, good teacher, smart, but a great fisherman.
Witty as heck. I mean, he has a comeback on everything.
Very funny, very funny.
So I'm going to bring him by. So I've got the lady angler from Mexico coming, and I got Nick, and I'll make sure I run you two down and introduce you. And the people that are out there, I'm sure they're going to enjoy that also. I'm going to be walking around with a few items myself, and if people recognize me, if they're unfortunate enough to recognize me, we have a little, like a bowl full of questions. They pull a question. They're going to be pretty easy. And if they get it right, here, you get a hat or you get a this or you that. So I'll be circulating through the crowd probably both Saturday and Sunday. Maybe, I'm starting to get talked into listening to you. I think I'm going to go Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Well, then maybe
you're talking me into
we ought to
it.
give you an area where you can put up your banner in a bowl or something.
Next year, I'm all in.
Well, you can do it this year.
Yeah, I know, but
You don't have to be static. You don't have to man it. Just have it there.
I might do that. Oh, shoot. There
Yeah,
you go.
and walk around,
I might. Okay, deal.
Advertising.
Yeah, I'm in. How can I not do that?
I love that.
Yeah, okay, we're in, man. That way I don't have to like put it over Sam's sale or something. Hey, Sam, too bad.
Oh, yeah, it's too bad, Sam.
Yeah, exactly.
What a great guy Sam is.
Oh, he had nothing but great stuff. We talked a lot about it on our live show about that. And he I don't know if I have this exactly right, but building rods and that kind of stuff.
Yes.
He came to you and said, "Do you think this?" And he said he was a little nervous about it and he wasn't sure it was going to work. And at one point, Mike Lum was over
Yes.
watching him, and he went over and he goes, "Mike I'm just amazed at how much business you're doing and how great it is." And Sam told me he'd never forget you guys for that.
Well, that in truth, that was mostly Mike's doing, not mine. And he was absolutely 100% right on that. And Sam is a great guy, and he runs that chapter of the CCA out there with him and Robbie Gant. Now I can't think of two better guys to be doing it.
You just mentioned CCA.
Yeah.
How integral a part are they? How important is it for people to join CCA? You want to talk about that a little bit?
I do. I kind of get frustrated with anglers because they really tune out when I start to talk like this. And well, if I was talking to
Don't tune out.
NRA guys, if we're talking about guns, they'd all perk up. They want to know what's going on. How can we help? Fishermen go, because they think nobody's going to take away fishing. How would you? Well, we feel like that. But there's more people that feel like they want to take it away than there are of us. And that's the problem, at least in California. So the only organization in my lifetime that has any chance of influencing the outcome of our access to fishing waters in the ocean is the Coastal Conservation Association of California, CCA-Cal. And I can't tell you how hard it is to make inroads, but they keep doing it, and they work hard, and they get it done. They're making inroads all the time. They're forging alliances on the other side of the fence. But it's a grassroots organization. It's not run from the top. It's run from the bottom down. So we need members. People need to sign up at the shows or sign up online, wherever you want to sign up. You come, become a part. If you do it at the show, there's a package where you're going to get into the show for, I think, $10, and you get everything else. But what they're doing this year, they're starting a tournament called the Star Tournament. When I had the opportunity to go back to their headquarters a few years ago, I got introduced to the Star Tournament. That thing raises millions of dollars across the Gulf. We're not going to do that first year out, but we're going to get started on this tournament, and it's under the direction of Chris Wheaton, they couldn't have picked a better guy, and it costs $40. You're going to fish anyway. Put your $40 in. You got a chance to win a new Parker boat, a Yamaha engine, and dozens of other fabulous prizes. I mean, you're going to fish anyway.
Wow.
And the odds of winning
It's $40?
$40
Wow.
to enter the Star Tournament.
Yeah.
You have to be a member of CCA, but so that's another $50. But still, it's fantastic. We're really excited about it, and we're pushing it at the shows, and we hope everybody comes and signs up.
Yeah, I mean, Wayne came by and I grabbed him and he was talking about that, and I was incredulous about $40 and the amount of prizes and the quality of the prizes that are available. It's insane.
Yeah, the industry is really supporting this, and that's what they need to do, because when you look at it in the Gulf, I go down to the Gulf states, their prizes are even better than ours.
Oh my
They have
God, really?
$1 million worth of prizes, and it's really awesome. So everybody gets in because your chances of winning something are very good, and if you believe in your fishing ability, go for it.
Yeah, and it really is. We should point out it's a David versus Goliath kind of a thing, fishermen against the environmental or whatever it is.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it is, right?
Yeah, and the hard thing for me is if I go to some of these meetings, I'm sitting at a table. I got my own business. I'm not being paid to be there. The guy sitting across from me is being paid by his organization to be there.
Yeah.
It's just a whole different dynamic. We don't think fishing will be taken away because we see nothing sinister or evil or harmful about it. They think we're all devils. They want to stop it.
Yeah, and it's the most wholesome thing in the world.
I know.
That's the sad part about it.
It makes no sense to me at all.
You know, not to beat this, we'll go back to the show in a moment, but there's a very well-respected captain. I won't mention his name because I don't have his permission, but he told me if people don't wake up, sport fishing on sport boats will be a thing of the past in 20 years. That's his opinion.
I think it could be less.
Right there.
And here's
People are not going to react until it's gone
and
if we're not careful.
we are so spoiled in California. We have the great, from Point Conception to San Diego, we have the greatest sport fishing fleet in the world. This kind of fleet does not exist anywhere else, nowhere else. This is only here. And if we don't cherish it and use it and listen to these guys, we're going to lose it.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah.
Bill Varney, you mentioned Bill a moment ago.
yeah.
Bill is an expert surf fisherman. Whenever I give a speech on surf fishing, I go read Bill's book and then I, swipe all of his ideas and make it look like they're my own. No, I don't do that. But Bill's a great guy. Surf fishing, for me, offers an opportunity to people that are maybe on more of a budget and maybe can't afford to go on the Royal Polaris or the Independence, but they still want to get their kids into the outdoors, and surf fishing is perfect for that. Bill's a great guy to talk to if you want advice on that.
In my opinion, he's the best.
Yes.
He's not afraid to share everything with you. He will tell you everything he knows because he wants you to have the same experience surf fishing that he does. And it's very close to my heart because that's how I learned to fish. My father took me to the jetties, and we would fish for the bonita off the jetties. We would fish off the sand for barred perch and croaker, and we would go off the piers and fish off the piers. And that we didn't have a boat. We didn't have a boat, and we didn't have access to the fleet down here. So that's how we learned to fish in the ocean. And up in the eastern Sierras, it was different. We would get a boat and we go out and we fish, or we'd fish from shore, or we fish the river. So I really love surf fishing. It's fantastic. Matter of fact, we went one time. This is funny. Shinny was there. We went to a party. A friend of ours. Who was that kid? That guy who bought that house? Oh, Leonardo DiCaprio ended up buying this house shortly after we were there. But we were invited to this party. I didn't really know anybody there. I had a broken bass rod in the car. The tip was broken off, and they had all this food at the party. And they had some sushi, some shrimp sushi. I went and got my rod. I got some shrimp from the sushi.
You gotta be good. This is awesome.
I got some great barred perch down there, and I came up and put them on the grill.
That is awesome, Bart.
That was great.
You're the only guy that's grabbing the sushi and running out. Oh my God, bait! I'm out of here. I don't want to be here with all these elitists. I'm going fishing.
It was great.
That is so funny.
Great time.
Surf fishing is my favorite. It's just such a wonderful way to experience the outdoors, and you can catch a lot of fish too.
It's just fun.
Yep.
Really fun.
My dear friend Eddie Leland passed away this past year. Captain, long time here. His daughter reached out to me during the Bart Hall Show Long Beach and said, hey, say hello to Bart on my behalf because my father looked forward to that show all the time. It meant so much to him, and I know that on a personal level. Eddie was there all the time. So, that show affects people. She just lost her father not that long ago, and what is she thinking about to say thank you to you?
Yeah, you make me tear up.
I know.
But, that's the thing. I don't know. Hundreds, if not thousands of people came up to me and said, thank you, thank you, thank you. Public and exhibitors. And some of the exhibitors have gone out of their way to speak for us. Look, we were out of business for 2 years. We're basically starting a new company with the traditions of my family behind us. We're on when I started this, it was a 3-year plan. We're not going to get to where I want to be till 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
But we're making really good headway.
Oh, heck yeah.
And this year at Long Beach, it was like, yeah, okay, whew, thank you. who
Were you nervous about it?
I was.
On a personal level?
I was very nervous about it.
You two, both of you two, poured in your heart and soul in that.
Well, she's not as nervous as I am.
Yeah.
But I get nervous every year. You know, I am firmly convinced an hour before Long Beach opens that nobody's
one's
coming.
gonna show
Yeah,
up.
every year. And they don't even listen to me anymore. They just walk by me. And
I don't blame you.
They ignore me.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah, that is too much. But I mean, the profound effect this has on so many families and people. Bob Osborne is an old guy that fishes a lot, and he goes, man, I'm so happy to see the Hall Show continuing. It's meant so much to me in my life, so much to the history. You're part of the history of sport fishing here in Southern California, a big part.
Yeah, but I see it as a partner. I was talking to Frank City about this. He's complimenting me, and I said, look, it's a partnership. We do this together. If we don't do this together, it doesn't happen. I can't do it by myself. You can't do it by yourself. It's together. And so that's everybody in that room who had a booth, they're part of that partnership. And we, as a company, take that partnership seriously.
Yep.
We believe it's a partnership. Now, sometimes guys, get upset with their booth, or they want to do this, and we try to understand it.
Yeah.
Until Jenny pulls me away, because I only listen to him complain 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, yeah.
My dad used to say, Lois, give this guy a check and get him out of here. I don't do that.
That's too funny. You know, another thing about Bill Varney and you, I hate to say this,
I know.
No, wait a minute. Hold. You don't know what I'm going to say.
I do.
Oh, you do? I'm going to say, yeah, I mean, you make me feel warm and fuzzy about the SC Trojans, because you're two such nice guys. And Bill and I, we go at it during the Notre Dame SC, but it's always with a great deal of class. And in case you don't know, my niece went to med school at SC and she's a doctor now up in Ventura. So
we're not all bad.
Connie also
right,
has changed my opinion. I'm still rooting for the Irish.
Hey, I root for the Irish every game except when they play SC.
I gotcha.
I went to Notre Dame High School for that.
I know you did.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm going to show my age here. I don't know who it was, but I was talking about you to somebody the other day. He goes, he played football at Notre Dame High School.
I did.
Yeah, I know you did. You were quite the athlete, weren't you?
Yeah, I was one of the top 2 in the Valley and got a lot of scholarships. But it was the time when a lot of stuff was going on around Vietnam, and I was kind of patriotic, so I had an appointment to Annapolis as well. And so I took that and gave up all these other scholarships. And at the time in Annapolis, what they would do is they would send you to a prep school back east or a junior college out here. You'd play, you'd go on weight, you get stronger. And then when you got in with your plebe class, you did not play that year. You worked out with the team, but that was your essential redshirt year, although there wasn't any really. Right? And then you played sophomore, junior, and senior. Well, I went out and did what they said, and they had me take all these classes. Now, when I took my SAT test, I got a perfect 800 on my verbal.
Wow.
On my math, however, the first time I only got 250. So they had me taking all these math classes, and I kind of figured out after the first year, I'm not cut out to be a naval engineer.
That's my Achilles heel, math.
So I played another year there, and junior college, honorable mention, All-American, then got some more scholarships and went off and played at the University of New Mexico.
Yeah.
Until I got hurt.
But in case people don't know, to just get in the door at Annapolis is quite an accomplishment. You not only have to be a great athlete, but you have to be academically at a high level also. It's pretty good.
I was good, but I had a weakness in math, and I realized that it was math heavy.
Yeah.
But it was the great thing because I got to meet Ginny there, and then she was a cheerleader, I was a football player.
Oh, wow.
And there we go.
That's great.
Married 55 years.
Wow. You know, if you want to feel like you know nothing about math, you got to go teach in China and have these kids walk up to you, and they have this, it looks like hieroglyphics to me, and they go, teacher, do you know? And I'm going, what is it? You know, I don't even know what it is. And oh, here, teacher. And then with the Rubik's Cube?
Yeah.
30 seconds. And I'm like, it would take me 4 years to get it all. And they're like, I don't know how they do it.
Did you ever master the language?
No, I was. My Mandarin is not good. It's not good. It's terrible. Because when you go to Mexico and live, or Costa Rica, you're teaching each other. Pretty much, the Chinese are pretty much like, oh no, teacher, let's just talk English. I want to learn. They're so focused. That culture puts academics at a high level as opposed to here, maybe pop culture gets at a high level. So, they're just all about I tried, and I still kick myself for that because I spent 3 years there. I can, converse a little bit.
Well, it's difficult language.
It is. It's tonal. There's 5 different tones. So
Yeah.
the same word has a different tone. So you may be saying tree or book. Shoe is book and tree, but the tone changes everything.
Yeah.
So, oh my God, I lost more hair than I thought. Hey, back to the Bart Hall, Del Mar. How do people get tickets? Should they just show up and get their tickets or go online?
You
What's
can,
the
you
best
can go
way?
online and get tickets through Tixar, and that saves you standing in the line to get it there. They're slightly more expensive, I think $1 or $2. And then, or you can come buy them at the event and go in, or you can, early in the day, there'll be a CCA booth out there where you can buy a package, and then you'll get a ticket from them, which is $10 instead of $15.
So you go over to the CCA booth
Yeah.
and take care of that,
Yeah,
join,
yeah.
and then you're eligible for
Yeah.
the Star Tournament.
Well, if you want, there's 2 packages. One is join, and
Oh.
and the other one is join, start, and get in. So that's what I do.
Yeah.
And you're a member of CCA. You're in the Star Tournament, and you're in the show for $10.
So you've got all these learning opportunities. You've got great seminars. You get to meet people that you haven't seen. It's kid friendly, family friendly. I know we've kind of referenced it, but just one more time again, the discounts that you can receive on some of the tackle. I saw those Turner's flags
Oh, yeah.
everywhere. And Steve Hooten was the guy that walked up to me and goes, Phil, I got this. This is like a $300 rod. I got it for $100. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. He goes, yeah, I bought 2 of them. I couldn't resist.
I was
So,
talking to Mike Wynn about that. I said, well, you got any left for Delmar? He says, I've got some. He says, I don't think I'll make it till Sunday. So, I mean, those are great rods, and that is a great deal. He's got some reels, too, that have really great deals. And Sam does, too. And I know.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And Tackle Traders is from down here, so they adjust their prices because they work out of a warehouse and stuff. But so it's going to be very exciting. But so the way I describe the Del Mar show is it's San Diego's biggest fishing show, biggest boat show, biggest outdoor recreation event of the year. And in some cases, it's the only one. I mean, there is no other fishing show. There is no other outdoor recreation event. There is a boat show in the water, but they don't have trailer boats on land. For trailer boats on land, we are it. And then we have all these things that every seminar, Pat McDonald has put together a great lineup, once again, of all these great speakers to come in. And then all the stuff I mentioned before outside. Kids love it, families love it, moms love it. You can sit for 2 hours listen to Milton Wilcox at the Ultimate Air Dogs. He was in major leagues for 16 years as a pitcher, pitched in the World Series.
I didn't know that.
Played for the Red Sox. He's the most entertaining son of a gun on the planet. And so you just sit there and watch these dogs jump. And he has all these things when you see there's different dog jumping things at different shows around the country. They all have to get dogs to come in. He is such a charming guy that he has all the best. All the best dogs come to see Milt, and it's really a lot of fun.
and what is that all about? In case people don't
Okay,
know.
well, people come in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's on.
Yeah, they can come in. They don't have to pay to get in because they're going to have their dogs jump. Their dogs jump off of this thing as far as that's one contest. There's another one where they pick things out of the air. It's just a contest or not. It's just a lot of fun to see the really good dogs really go crazy, and it's also good to see the really bad dogs just a little bit. It's funny. So you get really wrapped up in the athleticism of it and then the humor of it.
Yeah.
And you can literally stay all day. The Great American Duck Races. Katie, my daughter-in-law, said 16 years ago, we should get this. I said, duck races? Really? She said, okay, fine, we'll get. So the kids get to go in and hold the duck, put it in water, they blow a whistle, they race the ducks. They win, the duck wins, they get a prize.
That's great. I love it.
It's nonstop. They until they can't do it anymore. That's what they do. It's fabulous. Of course, the trout pond speaks for itself.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. And then Brian Young with Fishing in the City.
Love Brian.
He teaches them how to cast, and there's a contest, and they can win prizes. And it's easy to win the prizes, So which reminds me, I got to get him some more prizes. He ran out in Long Beach.
Man, I got to see him, and we're going to sit down and chat about working together on some stuff. But he's a great guy. Is there exacta or trifecta wagering on the duck races for the adults?
Probably
I might get in on that.
In the stands, there probably is. Yes.
Exactly. Do you mind if I make an emotional appeal, look out in the camera, and say something for 1 second?
Sure.
There's an awful lot of USC Trojan people that are going to be here. So Aaron Taylor, who played for Lou Holtz and comes to the Del Mar show every single year, I will see you there. He also won a Super Bowl with the Green Bay Packers. He loves your show. Aaron, I haven't seen you for a while. I hope you're going to be there. And look me up. So I have a big guy next to me in case you guys decide to get violent with the Notre Dame fans this year.
So my son played at SC.
Yeah, I know.
He was the H-back. And Lou Holtz and the Irish had beat us 13 years in a row. And we're at the Coliseum.
Am I going to break into tears?
The game goes into overtime, and we win. And
I am going to break into
tears. So I saw Lou Holtz at the airport about 2 months later. I walked in. I said, "My son played in that game." He said he won. The kicker was he because we won by 3 points. He said, "No." He said, "Well, okay." And yeah, it was a lot of fun. That whole rivalry thing is just so much fun.
It is the greatest rivalry in college football, isn't it?
It was great being at their school, too.
Oh,
yeah.
that was at Notre Dame?
No, this was the Coliseum.
At SC.
Coliseum.
Yeah, at the
We
Coliseum.
got to go, and it was great.
God, yes. Heck yeah.
Well, they treated parents really well. I'll tell you, UCLA treated SC parents terribly.
Really?
Yeah, so did Arizona State. But Notre Dame, you walked in and we figured we were going to get stuck up. We were halfway up 50-yard line.
At the Notre Dame Stadium.
At the Notre Dame Stadium. Parents of traveling players.
It was freezing.
It was freezing.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, that's pretty classy, I think. Yeah.
What is the experience like going to Notre Dame Stadium?
It was overwhelming.
It was. Yeah.
It was really unbelievable. And I haven't been there since they remodeled it. We were there in the old days. When
Right.
The old stadium.
That's when I went, too.
And it was really cold and rainy.
Yeah, that game's in October, right? When SC
usually
plays there.
Usually.
Yeah, and out here it's Thanksgiving weekend.
Touchdown Jesus.
Yeah, how was that? And the lady on the dome and all that.
It's unbelievable. I mean, you've heard about it your whole life. You go there, you see it, you go, wow, it's great.
I know. My kids, Philip went when he was, like 2 years old, so he didn't, get it. But I had him sitting on Lou Holtz's parking spot and took a photo and everything else. But we're going to all get together and go to the SC Notre Dame game. Maybe I think it's out here this year, and then next year we're going to go.
I think it is out here this year.
We're talking too much about that.
Whatever.
Del Mar show. Anything else you'd like to say, Bart? I mean, the Long Beach show was a huge success, and now we're moving to the Del Mar San Diego show. I simply can't wait. And I've mentioned Aaron Taylor. I'm sure he'll be there. He played for Notre Dame. You've got people coming from Mexico. The guy that owns La Huertita restaurant, he's coming. And the young lady that is such an outstanding angler. It's going to be a huge, great show. I can't wait to attend. What do you want to say?
This is the show where you get to spend time with the people. And there's fewer attendees at this show than there is at Long Beach. But the show is actually physically larger. So that means you get to spread out over a wider area. People have a great time. There's things here that don't exist there. Like, for example, I talked about earlier. Ron Lane with Fast Lane Sailing Center is the #1 Hobie dealer in the country. And right next to him is this big seminar area with some of the best kayak fishermen on the planet. You're not seeing that anywhere else except at Del Mar.
Yeah.
They're giving out a free.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go to that seminar and you fill out a slip and you're going to end up in a drawing. Now, that's not going to be that many people. You're in the drawing to win a $3,000 Hobie kayak.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Wow.
Only from the people who attend that seminar. That's the only way you can get in there.
Darn, that's a great deal. There's not going to be that many people.
No, we only got
like playing the lottery.
You only got 50 chairs for each. I mean, it's going to be great. And so that's thank you, dear, for doing that. And so
we have only the best directors.
we
here
have
at
the best
Friedman
director. Yes,
Adventures.
we do.
Yeah.
And it's just been. I hope people come out. I hope people support the San Diego show. This is San Diego show. San Diego is a second largest city in California, fifth largest city in the country. We deserve a show, and this is it. We've been here for 46 years. This is our 46th year. We're very proud of that, and we love the area. If I could move here, I would, but I can't.
To San Diego?
Yeah, my grandchildren are up there.
Yeah.
So Yeah, this is really something that I really want people to come out and enjoy themselves, have a good time. I think we were worried about rain, but I think there's no rain on Thursday, there's no rain on Friday, there's no rain on Saturday. There might be a few showers on Sunday, but we're going to try to make sure that nobody gets wet.
That's great. Just to make one other thing clear, you said that, it's not like the Long Beach show in terms of the amount of people, but, we mentioned I couldn't get a word in with Sam.
Yeah.
This show, you might actually get a word in and be able to have a conversation with people and
Yeah.
spend more time. That was my experience. I do the Long Beach show, and you're talking to somebody and you're looking at three other people that want to talk to you, and your thoughts are divided and everything else. And then you get to Del Mar, you can actually sit and have a conversation with people.
I didn't say one word to Robbie Gant. I didn't say one word to Sam, even though Robbie was doing seminars. I never did. Here, I will actually sit and talk with them.
Yeah, I saw you come out actually.
Yeah.
And you were right in front of the Independence booth.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
going to go over and say hi to you, and you saw me. We made eye contact, but you were talking and I was talking. We never got together. It's just the way it is at that show.
Oh, I love the Independents, by the way. Paul and Mark are great guys.
Aren't they?
Support us, and Mike from 22nd, or I'm going to put them all together right in the front of the deal. They're going to be right there. What a great set. I hadn't been down here in about 15 years until you invited me to do the podcast last time.
Yeah.
How impressive is this down here?
Yeah, it's like San Diego almost, right? It's certainly.
I think it's nicer.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
And I'm really impressed.
Yeah, Mike,
Yeah.
he asked what I was doing here today, and I told him you were coming in, and he goes, man, I'll tell you, the Long Beach show was great for us. I thought it was fantastic.
And
Quoting him, exactly.
He went out of his way to do stuff, on online too. He was doing videos and stuff.
Yeah, Mike's great.
He's great. He's fabulous.
He's a great promoter. And then Paul and Mark, I walked up to the Independence booth, and Paulina, who's such a lovely person, you should go by and meet her. But she goes, hey, Phil, somebody just signed up for your 5-day trip 5 minutes ago. So, it was great.
I love the Independence. What a beautiful boat.
Oh, my God, I know.
I mean, it's like you're on a cruise ship.
It is.
I
And
know.
The food, I've got two
The food.
trips
Oh
on
my
there.
God, the food is really good.
Too much, right?
Yeah.
By the way, you're still looking fantastic.
Yeah, I kind of plateaued out, but I think after the shows, I'm going to try to lose another 20, and then I'm going to consider getting at least one of my knees done, and then I'll rehab that, and I'll see how I feel. If one knee is good and I feel good, maybe I won't do the other one. If it isn't, I'll get the other one done, and we'll go from there.
Perfect. Anything else you'd like to look out there to your loving public out there? Go ahead, Jenny.
Come here.
No, I
Okay.
All right.
She didn't like to be on camera.
no. We had an exhibitor from the San Diego show who sold travel,
Yeah.
and he said, "Don't tell anybody about the Del Mar show. It's all ours." I love the San Diego show, and I don't quite know why. I guess because there's no competition for the guy, and he's selling everything.
probably.
He did almost 150 shows a year across the country, and he said, "This is my favorite show. I do more
Del Mar?
do more business in Del Mar than anywhere."
So, in case you couldn't hear Jenny, she was talking about a travel guy.
Travel
who
guy, yeah, up in
Doesn't
Alaska.
want anybody else
No.
to know he's up in Alaska
Just don't
about
change
the Del
anything.
Mar
Yeah.
show
He says-
because he
yeah.
does so well
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Speaking of that, is there room for an exhibitor, a late guy that's watching this show and going, "Hey, maybe I would like to get in there"?
I adopted my father's motto when I took over, and his motto is, "There's always room for one more." We will move stuff around to make room for one more.
Yeah, oh my God. It's so funny because I knew your dad and had so many good times with him, Bud Frillo and the whole thing.
That was
You
great.
when you were younger, and now we're the old guys now. Bart, how'd that happen?
Well, he and Bud were friends. I'm just
I
kinda
know they
standing there
were.
just looking at it from the outside.
Yeah, I know. They were big friends.
Yeah. Well, my dad was in that thing with ushers, ticket sellers, and gatemen,
Right.
all the sporting events, And that's why he went to his boss one day, because they did all the regular sporting events, but he grew up as a sportsman in Florida, fishing and hunting. He said, "We should do a sportsman show." So he said to his boss, who ended up being my godfather, he said, "What the hell's a sportsman show?" So, we were talking about today, like, everything you see across the country in sports shows came from us. Everybody's copied us, which is a flattery.
It's a compliment.
Compliment,
Yeah, huge.
And it's been great. We love it. I have some friends in the industry, and I have some people who aren't friends, but it's been really good.
Bart Hall Show, February 15th through the 18th at the Del Mar Fairgrounds. You want to say anything out there to everybody?
Our staff, we love outdoor recreation. We want to continue to promote it. We can't do it without your help. The exhibitors are in a partnership with us, and we're both in a partnership with you. So come on out, enjoy the show, have a good time, find me, tell me what I'm doing wrong or right, and we'll take your criticism to heart. And next year will be better. So say hi, come on out.
All right, this sounds fantastic. I'll be wandering around there throughout most of the show. Also, make sure you rub me down. Bart, Jenny, first of all, thanks for being such a great director.
Well, you look perfect.
Oh, wow. Let's not get carried away. With a little plastic surgery, I'll be okay, let me tell you. Bart, thank you for making time to come down here today. It is always such a special time to spend time with you here. And I value your friendship, and I value the huge impact you make on sport fishing and the outdoors here in Southern California.
As do you, and thank you also. Thanks for being my friend. There we go.
God bless.
God bless.
Should I say it? No, I can't say. Can I say fight on? Maybe. Go Irish!
Fight on!
Wait. Yeah, there you go. We'll end it right there. Thank you, Bart.
Thank you.